Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has issued a one-week ultimatum to Belarus to shut down relay equipment on the border with Ukraine that he claimed was being used to guide Russian drone attacks. During a media briefing in Kyiv on Friday, Zelensky threatened Ukraine will target the raiders if Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko does not do anything to address it.
Для чого слова, що він не хоче бути в війні? Хай зніме цю техніку, хай вимкне цю техніку. Я думаю, що йому тижня буде достатньо цього зробити. Тому що, чому я кажу тиждень, тому що зараз кожного дня через це гинуть наші цивільні люди, поранені діти. Якщо він це не зробить, зробимо ми.
In 2022, Moscow used Belarus as a launchpad for its attack on Ukraine and has been trying to drag Minsk further to its wall. Meanwhile, at least one person was killed and 9 others were injured, including a child, in the early hours of Saturday after Russian-guided bombs slammed Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city.
The heat wave sweeping across parts of Western Europe is hitting France particularly hard. As temperatures continue to soar, authorities have introduced a range of emergency measures to protect the public. Parks and gardens are being kept open around the clock. Local officials have been placed on high alert, and vulnerable residents are being identified and registered in municipal databases. Forecasters warn that conditions are set to deteriorate further in the coming days. On Saturday, temperatures already exceeded 30 Celsius degrees across much of the country. Residents and tourists alike were bracing for highs of around 40 degrees on Sunday, with even hotter weather expected on Monday. Approximately 60 French departments have been placed under an orange weather alert. Experts fear a repeat of the deadly events of August 2003, when an unprecedented heatwave claimed nearly 15,000 lives. Many of those deaths were attributed not only to the extreme temperatures, but also to the severe deterioration in air quality caused by the prolonged spell of hot weather.
A train driver has died after 2 train services collided in the Bedford area of the UK on Friday in what has been declared a major incident. East Midlands Railway (EMR) said its service from Corby to London St Pancras crashed into the Nottingham to London St Pancras service at Bedford South on Friday evening.
At around 5:15 last night, we were called to reports of a collision between 2 East Midlands trains close to Elstow, Bedford. Tragically, the driver of one of the trains died in the collision. His family have been informed, and our deepest condolences are with them, his friends and his colleagues at East Midlands Railway.
Passengers described scenes of chaos and confusion as emergency crews responded to the fatal train collision.
The seats were all over the place. There were people with bloodied faces, broken bones. People were screaming and crying. There was chaos in the train.
In a post on X, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the incident hugely concerning and thanked emergency services for their swift response.
A Spanish court has ordered the wife of Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez, Begoña Gómez, to stand trial by jury for corruption and banned her from leaving the country, according to a court order released on Saturday. Judge Juan Carlos Peinado ordered Gómez to hand in her passport and to appear before the court twice a month until a verdict is reached in the case, the ruling said. Gómez faces allegations of embezzlement, influence peddling, corruption in business dealings, and misappropriation of funds. The case was opened in 2024 and centers on her activities linked to Madrid's Complutense University and relationships with private companies. The court is seeking to determine whether Gómez had exploited her position as Sanchez's wife for private gain, which she and the Prime Minister deny. The case originated from a complaint filed by an anti-corruption group with far-right ties. Sánchez has dismissed the allegations against his wife as an attempt by the right wing to undermine his socialist government.